it's about 6 litres in there. It's about 5.5, 6 litres. In there, you've got at least a third of it is going to be sediment. That is because I used pearl barley, a kilo. And so that is what I'm going to be trying to siphon out. That should be fun. It's had 2 weeks now, and it seems to have settled quite well. Okay, I've placed a mark on the container where the sediment is. Hopefully, I won't suck up too much of it. I'm going to try and use this thing. Using it as a pump action is a waste of time. It just blows the end off, and you end up with all your sediment mixing in with the rest of your crap. I'm not even sure if it's going to fit in there with that attachment on. Possibly. Maybe. Let's see. Basically, I'd rather have a little less drink than crappy sediment going into it. Okie dokie. I'm using my other phone as a depth gauge so I can see what's going on. That should be about there. Hopefully, we shall see. Very hard to siphon when you've got asthma. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's still more alcohol in there, but it's a case of I'm trying to avoid getting too much sediment. However, there's about 3 litres in the air still. Because the 4 litre mark is about here somewhere, which I can never see. So that's about 3 litres. That's not too bad. That's enough for me to play with anyway. I might actually just see if I can pour it slowly out and not get too much sediment. I can actually see in there. Yeah, there's still about another inch or 2 in there. So I'm going to slowly. I don't want to get sediment. Because what I intend to do, yeah, that's just sediment coming out now. And a lot of beans in there. All that good stuff. And it does smell really good. I'm going to use in my next experiment, which is going to be beer. I got myself one of these beer kits for ale. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the residue yeast that was too much to fit in the last one, and I'm going to put all in together because I'm not so much after a pure ale product as I am maximising the flavour. Right, so that's not going to go on. Right, so I've finished this distillation for the time being. Take this off so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, let's smack it. Right, that is how much I got out of my amount. This is a 2 litre bottle. So we're talking, I always run it until there's just water coming out, because it's not like I'm dealing with really sludgy stuff. But that's not too bad, clarity-wise, considering it's pearl barley. Got no idea of the taste yet. So that is pretty much a 1/4 of a litre. I've got no idea what strength that is, because I didn't just take the alcohol I took out until it was just water coming out of the still. So if I were to be doing this commercially, then I would do things like sterilize everything. Yeah, it's about 400 to 500 ml, I think. But as it's just me, I've got a fairly good constitution, so I don't bother sterilising stuff really. Although for the beer, the ale I'm going to do next, I will be. Because it's basically a brew and barrel that's going to go into, eventually, that I found in a hedge. That is... I'll turn back around you get. Actually steaming up. See, because it's not 20 degrees Celsius, it's not 100% accurate reading. Because you're meant to have 20 Celsius. Why is it it never wants to point towards you? There. Yeah, man. Right, that is... Oops. Let it run a bit too long. That's 30%. Yeah, that's about 30% alcohol, which is fine. That's okay. I could put it through again to make it stronger, but I'm happy with 30%. You know, I don't drink to get drunk. I drink to deal with the pain in my hips, and because it's actually fun. Now, it's nice knowing what the ingredients are. That's quite nice. Subtle. It's got a subtle flavour to it. It's got a nice little bite. Oh, that's quite nice. Could do be a little bit stronger actually. Yeah, you can feel the barley in the flavour. It's nice flavour with the barley, except most of the flavour, oh, that's a nice flavour going down the throat. That is nice. Is it worth the extra effort? No, it's not. I can get just as much body just using brown sugar. Right, I'm not going to reuse that barley for spirits. I will, however, reuse it in my ale because there's a lot of flavour, a lot of alcohol, and active yeast and whatever still in that molasses container. I've got about 2.5 litres still in there. So what I'll do, I'll put that into the brewing bucket when I make up my... Oh, that is quite nice. You see, it's nice. You can have a nice bottle all to yourself. Smaller bottle. As it's not that much. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, that's quite nice. It feels stronger than it is. But what we've got is that's a nice. It does have a nice flavour, but I don't know. For the extra effort involved, so I like to count the pennies. And the thing is, it's costing double the electric to make it because you have to have it brewing for 2 weeks. I say all the drips. So it's on 2 weeks brewing, fermenting. It's not had any carbon filtering. It's not had any extra distillation. I mean, it's nice, but just having brown sugar is nicer and less effort. Because with brown sugar, you literally just put it in a pan, dissolve it, and the Demerara sugar, that's what I use, dissolves very, very fast. Because it's made for baking. So my next lot, what I think I might actually do is try a 50-50. I mean, I've still got all the stuff I combined, because I combined all my different drinks together. The brown, the white, the garlic, all those with the molasses, because the molasses wasn't enjoyable. It was too strong a flavour, because it was 100% molasses. There was no other sugars in it. But mixing it with all the other stuff, it's really nice, because all this stuff I got here, and I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 litres of my original mix, which is 13-ish different ingredients: garlic, orange peel, spearmint, brown sugar, white sugar, molasses, lots of different things, juniper berries, and it's a really good drink. You still have that bite of molasses in the background, but it's a really nice drink. This one, it's nice, but is it worth the extra hassle of trying to find... I mean, maybe it would have been better if I'd used malted barley. The problem I've got, I can't find malted barley. I also cannot find normal barley. All I can find is pearl barley, which I don't think you can malt pearl barley because it's been processed too much. The last thing companies want is for you to be able to actually grow your own food, which is why they actually kill off any chance of it sprouting. So the experiment is nice, yeah, but will I do it again? No. Unless I were to find some actual barley or some other grain and then malt it myself. I mean, I was there thinking, how do you malt things? Is it complicated? And then I realised I've been malting stuff for decades. Basically getting mung beans, give it a rinse, let it soak overnight, give it a rinse the next day, and do that for a few days, and it sprouts, and you have mung beans, bean sprouts, for cooking and munching on. And that is basically all you're doing when you're malting. So, I probably won't do this particular way again. It's just too much effort when you can get a much fuller flavour just using brown sugar. So what I might do next time, if I ever do it next time, I mean, I've still got 5 litres in that container, well, nearly 6 litres in that container. I've got 3 litres in that bottle. I've got at least half a litre in that one. I've got another litre in that one of my special mix. So it's safe to say I have a bit of booze in the house. That can there go. Double B, so I know what it is. Barley, as opposed to just brown sugar. Right, so that is done. Maybe it would taste better if it was 40% instead of 30%. But it's nice. The flavour is too subtle. I prefer something with more of a bite. And the brown sugar and my molasses muck-up is a much better, fuller flavour. And of course now I'm perspiring. So here endeth the barley experiment for spirits. Next will be the experiment. I'm going to mix in the barley with my beer kit, because I may as well just dump it all in together. And I'll give that a week or two to brew, and then I'll be doing ale.